is YouTube? Welcome back another day, another vlog, and today we're gonna do the unboxing of this mic. Pretty distance. The reason I'm recording at distance because I want to open it up, put it on. I want to see what is the difference in the quality of the audio. Right now it's going to be really echoey and everything. So this is a Holland. I used to have a cheap microphone, so I want to know. I actually wanted to know the difference. First thing comes in really nice packaging. So this thing has a separation of the cables attachment to the DSLR, or you can they also have attachments to, let me take a look, to the iPhones. Really cool. See, this is just the manual and everything. On the other hand, this is, I think, the charging ports, some of the cushions for recording in the windy area, and then here comes the main box. Comes with like a AirPod box, and then it has two of these microphones and then one receiver. All in all, pretty solid packaging for this. Now I will try to connect it and put it on this thing. Sweet. So this is the microphone. Now I'm gonna get into a distance position, and I will see how it is recording, and I will see what is the difference, and then probably you will also notice the difference having a microphone. Still gotta learn. It has like a manual, so this is my first time using like this kind of a technical microphone, and we'll see how things goes, if it's cover the background noise, how much. And the very first thing I'm gonna do is hello mic check. So anyways, welcome back to YouTube. Another day, another vlog. Today we're gonna train some legs. If you're able to see from here, this is the current trip right now. We got the joggers, we got the loose shirt because we're gonna sweat a lot and it's summertime. And what else? Yeah, very basic. So I turn on the noise cancelling, and I'm gonna turn on the fan to see what is the level of noise it cancels out. And we're gonna run some tap water, and I want to know like how clearly we can listen it. So today we're gonna train some legs, and before that I'm gonna have something to eat so that it helps me to get digested the food in it, so that I can perform better in the gym. Today, so far in the meal, I only had one meal, two meal, and a shake. So not having enough carbs so far the day. So I can pretty much grab anything from here, and that'd be satisfactory for me. Not something complex, but something ready to digest quick. Throw it up in the cap like a Samsung edition, and I'm looking for something to. Okay, we hold on to a bunch of grapes, and that will be, I think, this is like never ever done before. I've never seen anyone in the YouTube video eating grapes for a pre-workout, but that's all we got today. And again, the goal is for this weight loss is not to measure and not to strict dieting. Pretty much like go with the flow and have whatever in your home eating if you are not the one buying groceries. Since I have that kind of leverage, I'm the one buying the groceries for the family, so I'm pretty much buy most of the stuff which I'm willing to eat. So most of the stuff is going to be highest in my grocery shopping list is going to be the one that I really enjoy to eat. Apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much it, and see you guys in the sweet little car. Holy great. Look what I found in my car. Some dates that can be absolutely diabolical pre-workout. So two of these are 120 calories. So far, so good. I don't eat carbs throughout my meals. That's the very best thing I have ever done. Yeah. Fucking sitting here, it smells pretty bad though. I'm just gonna have one of these, gonna be 60 calories, and it's going to be a good source of carb. Because it's just pure sugar, right? Natural sugar. Anyways. Some water. Most time when I go to gym, I put electrolytes in my water. So that, especially like this, when I wake up, and then I have to go to gym and all that. So yeah. Oops, lighting gets better. Anyways, so goal for today's is going to be leg workout, which is going to be I am aiming for 3 movements, particularly glutes, calves, 1 compound movement of legs, or either is going to be quad extension or the hamstring curls, depending on like how long I want it to work out. For example, glutes and calves is going to be a priority. I wanted to do that like the very first thing, and then I'm gonna finish it off with obviously compound movement. Or I'm thinking of doing compound movement first, calves, and then glutes, depending on how I feel it. And then I'm gonna do a quick pump check for the legs. That's pretty much it for today's workout. Nothing going to be crazy. And I'm lately not doing any kind of hamstring movements just because of the injury. And now I am feeling some sort of pretty decent energy. Not the energy levels, but my legs are like getting better. And there is not more injury. I did some sort of hamstrings last time, and my shin was feeling pretty decently fine last time. So I thought of like, let's going all in. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do. And yeah, and I was watching these TikToks and everything. Like pretty much everyone does, like scrolling on TikTok, and like you see a lot of people like getting confused in the optimal way. What is the optimal training and all that? How many days you work and everything? And then me, from my personal experience, that I felt is like some people do like 6-day workout splits and everything. To me, what fits well in like what is going to be fits well in pretty much like almost everyone's diet or daily regimented routine is going to be something that you can stick to it if you enjoy doing 4-day workouts or like quick in and out sessions. That is probably the best bet for you. And no matter what kind of training split or anything you have, for me, what works out for me is like training heavy and short intervals, not short intervals, but like training heavy and a shorter time frame for the workout is going to be the best bet. That's what felt best for me. And the reason for that is I can lift heavy, which is one of the most prominent reasons I love to go to work out. Is that gives me a quick ego boost that I'm strong enough. So if my workouts are like going to be high intensity and low volume, I can lift heavy weight, which is going to be ego booster for me, so that I will love going to the gym more and more and more, and that will build up progress. And the second thing is going to be time savior. So these two things fits perfectly in a low volume and high intensity workout. Oopsie, don't want to drop it off. So yeah, so that's how you can pretty much stupid. Anyways, so that's how pretty much you can be fuck around and find out. For me, what works, I saw so many people like on the TikTok like okay, like getting confused, especially the beginners, like what the workouts training regimen should be or the what's the diet should be. The best training and diet regimen is going to be lift heavy weight, eat clean food. That's what I've noticed in the past 3 months. You will be lean, you will be strong, and you will be like your performance will be like top notch. Your body responds really well, and you will not gain excessive amount of fat if your diet is like clean, and if you're like if your body's feeling well, responding good, and all that. There is not a single need of eating. Oh, fuck, man, I forgot what I was saying. Never mind. So, wait. Anyways, so what I was saying, you will be feeling good. You will be feeling better. Yeah. So, talk for the day is like, considering leg workout, it is like a high energy consumption and everything. And despite being on a cut, I have seen some drops in the strength level, but it's not that drastic that I will be like going from say 3 plate row to just 1 plate row, or like a 25-pound single plate row. It's not that of a drastic of a change. It's more of like is like I get fatigued more. The pump is not there just because there are not enough carbs in my body, and that's it's going to be pretty clear scientific evidence based results. But a lot of people in the beginning, I was there too. A lot of people in the beginning get lost into like, because there is so much advice on like optimum lifting, ego lifting, eating whatever you wanted, 80-20 or like whatever. So the best advice that I have, I can give anyone, or like I'm not saying anyone, but like that's what worked for me, and that's what I have noticed over the period of time is, if you eat clean, and if you train heavy, and if you do it for like at least a minimum of 2+ years, 2 years like a bare minimum, you will see the results no matter how shit your genetics are or how good your genetics are. Like I mean, like if you have like a amazing genetics topped up with a good diet and a good working out routine, or say like good work ethic, like you like lifting consistently for 2 years, you're lifting heavy. And lifting heavy doesn't mean like you have to be ego lifting or you have to be optimally lifting or anything. Lifting heavy, I would say, suggesting like doing the movements that you enjoy. And there is I feel like there is a graph, like when you're lifting heavy between ego lifting and optimal lifting. You can do both at the same time if you are intelligent enough. You can lift heavy up to a certain point where your foam doesn't go down the drain. For example, if you are capable of doing 10 reps of 225, you can add another like 20 pounds or so and go for like good 6 to 8 rep range. And that way you will be like some sort of increasing the weight, and you will be lifting with a good foam. And then you can spot with the, say like, you can do like a spot reps, or you can do like a, what they say is like a negatives and all that. That will add on, and that's what I prefer most of the time. I would love to lift a little bit like a heavy weight, and a lift in a somewhat of good foam that I don't get injured. So for the beginners, fucking too much complicated, saying too much here and there. For the beginners, advice is eat clean, lift heavy, sleep good, and stay away from injury is one of the best ways you can get results in any sports basically. And especially when it comes to lifting, if you're doing it consistently over 2+ years, you will see the results. And that's pretty much it. With that being said, let's get started with the leg workout. That's pre-work, lads. This is going to be the test of the microphone basically. Anyways, first thing first, we're gonna start it off with a glutes workout. It's going to be a one drop set of this. Since this is my one of the weakest body part, I am going to prioritize this from now on. So glutes, then we move on to either a compound and calves, and in pretty much 3 exercises we'll call it a day for that. And if I still feel like I need to keep going, I'm probably gonna train some hams. But let's go ham on this glute machine. Anyways, ever since I switched from like sitting calf raises to this is much more fun to do, and I feel like much more calf activation, and I can stretch more on the calves. And this is like so far my far most the best and favorite calf machine I ever used. So if you have a standing calf machine in your gym, give it a go. It's better than the seating calf, at least I feel it, because I can load it up a lot more as compared to that one, and I can feel like the stretch when I go fully down, and then like basically the stretch, and it feels good because I can load it up basically. Other than the sitting calf raise, I used to do it, but like I feel like it hurts my like an ankle joint. So this is much better for me. If you have it in your gym, just give it a shot. Get it on to our main exercise, and it's going to be our final exercise for today's workout. And warm it up with the one plate, and then we're gonna hop onto 2 plates, and that's my max so far for this machine and in this cut. I don't want to load too heavy or like put 3 plates and get into it. So this is going to be a one good set. Not now. This is the warm up. The last one is going to be a one pretty good heavy set. Heavy. The glutes working out in the very first set can affect the lift on the pendulum. Didn't know about that, but because the down part is easy, getting up is like I feel like a lot of going in my glutes. So because usually I do this in the very first set, I mean like the very first exercise starting my leg day, because I'm fresh and everything, and load it up and then go for the other exercises. But today this is the last. I'm already fatigued and drained out, and then one plate feels like for like 2 plates right now. Anyways, Okay. Quads looking pretty good. Calves are decent. Didn't you? I don't know if it's like a visible in the camera. Let me zoom in. The definition here is looking slick. I can feel the vein. I'm not sure if it's visible in the camera, but the veins started to pop, like this one especially, and this quad, and it's a sign of that we are getting lean. Anyways, alright, this is pretty much it for today's workout, and I'm like 80 kilo, no, like 77.9ish, so 78 kilos, 174 pounds, 173 pounds of body weight so far. Pretty lean. I think for 5'7" and a half, 5'7", 7.5" guy, being 180, being 175 lean, it's a pretty solid, decent physique in this day and age because of the physique inflation, and being natural. So anyways, this is all. I don't know what to say. See you guys in the next vlog.